Oh, hi everybody, my name is Dominic and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a particular video game that everybody, including their brother, your aunt, your uncle, and their dog, is all screaming about. We're going to be talking about Pokemon Unite, which is a game that I personally have been very obsessed with. I spend a lot of time playing, maybe too much time, probably way too much time, but I love this game. A lot of people love this game, even though Zapdos needs some fixing. But I love this game, a lot of people love this game, and one of the things that is most exciting about the game itself is the Pokemon that are in it. So I thought a nice fun video to do, which is something that I've actually been thinking about doing for a while now since the game has come out, is doing a video talking about some Pokemon that I would like to see inside the game and represented. Now I know we just had the Pokemon Presents and they just revealed Sylveon and Mamoswine, and Blissey has just come out, but I'm actually going to share a little secret with y'all. This is extra top secret information that I'm sure that not even the government knows, but before this Pokemon Presents, literally I kid you not, the day before I was talking with my roommate about characters that we would like to add, and I went on a tangent about how I would love for Mamoswine to be in the game. I think he'd be a great tank that would also have some attacking power. I could totally see it. He could start as a Swinub, it'd be very cute. I love Mamoswine. Literally the day before, I kid you not, and then we watched the Pokemon Presents. The first thing they reveal is Mamoswine. I saw his big tusked ass come out on that screen and I knew that I was cheated, I was ripped off, but I was happy about it. I'm really happy that they added Mamoswine into the game, even if they stole my idea. I know that those government people are listening. But I thought that for today's video, I actually wrote down a list of 20 other Pokemon that we are going to quickly go through that I personally would love to see in this game. Now, just to clarify, these are not Pokemon that I necessarily believe they will 100% add. These are Pokemon that I, in my opinion, personally think they should add that I would like to see. And our comment question of the day is going to be what Pokemon you would like to see in Pokemon Unite. But first, make sure you go down below, subscribe to the channel, and like this video if you want to see more content of mine. But let's go ahead and jump right on into the Pokemon that I would personally love to see inside of Pokemon Unite. Alright, so these are not in any particular order except for my number one. My number one is the Pokemon that I absolutely want to see the most, and we will get to her last. But coming in at number 20, we have Toxapex. Yes, Toxapex, the most annoying Pokemon from ranked battles that anybody could ever fucking imagine. I think Toxapex would be a great Pokemon inside of the game just because of how tanky it is. We could have Toxic Spikes as a move. It never dies, which is basically what it does inside of the mainstream games anyway. And I think that it would just be really fun seeing that giant barnacle thing running around. And I think the poison and Toxic Spikes would be its main gimmick. And I think that would be something really interesting to see. Maybe you could just set down hidden spikes that no one can see. Maybe set some little poison on top of the goal. You know what I'm saying? Number 19 is Houndoom. Houndoom, I think, is a fantastic choice for Pokemon Unite. It's a likable Pokemon that a lot of people are a fan of. I think I can already visually see it in my head, the kind of moves that it would have. It would either have like Crunch or Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, random things like that. I think it would be really fun and nice to see as maybe sort of an attacker or a speedster character for Houndoom. But I don't know, I'm just a personal fan of Houndoom, so I think it'd be great to add. Coming in at number 18, we have a Pokemon that probably not a lot of people think about when they think about things they'd like to be added to games. I'm talking about Granbull. Now, Granbull is a very interesting Gen 2 Pokemon that evolves from Snubbull, who is more well-known than Granbull is. Granbull recently, 2 generations ago, got the Fairy typing, which I think would make a great moveset for Granbull inside of the game because it is a great physical attacker. I could see it having things like Play Rough, any sort of biting move, and I could see a lot of flinching happening with Granbull's moves, a lot of displacement and stuff like that. I don't know, I just think Granbull is a very underrepresented Pokemon, and I think what Pokemon Unite should do is shine a light on these Pokemon that not a lot of people are thinking about. Stuff like Cramorant and Eldegoss and things that not a lot of people are talking about, and let's put these Pokemon in the spotlight for once. Let's give somebody else a chance to shine. We've seen Pikachu and Charizard enough. They got their time. Coming in at number 16 is another Pokemon that is a personal preference of mine. I have been obsessed with this Pokemon ever since it has come out, and that Pokemon is Drampa. Drampa, I think, would be another like joke gaggy character, kind of like Cramorant. And speaking for myself, I am a Cramorant main, so I love those types of characters in the game. The characters that don't appear threatening at all, but then you get really good with them, and they absolutely are. And my other Cramorant mains out there, where you at? Represent. I know it was a little hard to learn at first, but now that I got that Surf Hurricane combo down, I know some of y'all may disagree and choose Air air slash, but that's besides the point. We're here to talk about Drampa. Ever since in Pokemon Snap, where there was one of the courses where you saw Drampa like flying through the sky, I knew the second that Pokemon Unite came out, I want Drampa in the game. I don't know what moves he would have, I don't know what he would be good at, I just want to see Drampa visually on my screen. Number 15 is one of our Pikachu clones. It is Morpeko. Morpeko, I think, unlike Drampa, I have a very clear idea of what their premise would be and what their concept would be, and I think the main gimmick with Morpeko would be its ability switch with, I think its ability is called Hunger Switch. I could be wrong about that, I don't know. But its ability, I think, would play a massive role into what it does, and its switching and its attack boosts and maybe Aura Wheel and different types of things and what it would be doing dependent on what mood it's in. I could see that being a very interesting gimmick that they could maybe play up, and I don't know, I think Morpeko is a really cute Pokemon. Why not add more Pikachu clones? It'd be great. Speaking of sort of Pikachu clones, this isn't necessarily a Pikachu clone, and I think y'all already know who I'm talking about. We're talking about number 14, Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu's ability of disguise would be really interesting to have inside of the game because it would kind of force players to, I don't know, have to get rid of the disguise first, or maybe like add another level or layer to it. I could just see it being really interesting. And its moves could be like Shadow Claw or Play Rough or even like Phantom Force if you wanted to like have a go under and come back up move. I don't know, I just love Mimikyu. I think it's such an interesting Pokemon, and it has gotten a little bit more representation than some of the other things I've named on this list, but I don't know, I love Mimikyu, and I would love to see it somehow incorporated into this game. Continuing right on along, we have number 13, Silvally, or Silvally. I don't really know how they pronounce that name correctly. Silvally, for those of you who may have forgotten who that Pokemon even is the evolution of type Null, and yes, I myself was one of the people who forgot what this Pokemon was called and that it evolved. Silvally, I think, would be really interesting because you could maybe incorporate the different type things that it has going on with its drives, but if you can't do that, then I don't really see how Silvally could be incorporated in the game. But I could visually in my head, as soon as I thought of what the Pokemon looked like, I could already seeing it running around the field and the certain moves it would have, stuff like Crush Claw and the different typings with that kind of stuff. I could already kind of see. I don't know if they'd really be able to incorporate that, but it's something that I personally would like to see if they could pull it off. Next up, we have number 12 with another personal favorite of mine that probably literally no one else on this planet Earth is asking for. And that is going to be Leavanny. Leavanny is one of the starter bug types from Gen 5, the Unova region, and let me tell you something about Leavanny. There has been one on every single team that I have ever played through of Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. I have some crazy obsession with this Pokemon for absolutely no reason at all. It is insane. Even if I pick Snivy and already have a grass type on my team, I fully will put a Leavanny on my team anyway. Just because I love the way it looks, I love its design for some reason, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's a lot better than you might think it is, and I don't know, I could see Leavanny being in the game, and that's just another personal wish of mine, and you're probably going to be hearing that a lot on this list of me just being like, I don't know why it should be there, but it should be there because I want it to be. Number 11 is going to be Donphan, our beautiful, beautiful rolling elephant from Gen 2. I think Donphan would be a really great Pokemon to add because the rolling gimmick and thing that Donphan has going on, I think would be really great for like a speedster category or maybe a tank category. I don't know, just like a tank that can maybe move like quicker and get away from things at the same time. I don't know, I just think that Donphan's rolling has so much potential, and it is a little bit of a lesser known Pokemon that I personally would love to see how they would make that work. Next up, at the halfway point between our 20 Pokemon, we are going to be talking about number 10, if they were to add any legendaries in the game, who I think that legendary would be. Now, I know I'm wearing my Mew shirt from vacation. I know y'all, if you watch my Disney vlog, you know that I got this and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's super cute and I wanted to wear it for today's video. I don't think that they would add Mew into the game. I don't know, the tiny mythicals like Celebi or Victini or Jirachi, I personally don't see them adding those to the game. I think if they were going to add a legendary or a mythical, it would be one of the Pokemon who is a fighter and is like a fighting type, or like is just known for battling, or just like something I can visually see like fighting in the game. So I know this is number 10, I should just list one Pokemon, but there were 3 Pokemon, and I didn't want to have 3 legendaries and mythicals on the list, so I just kind of incorporated all 3 into the one legendary spot. So I think that if they were going to add a legendary or a mythical, it would be Urshifu, Marshadow, or Keldeo. Those were the 3 Pokemon that, I don't know, for some reason I reviewed them, I went through them all. Those were the 3 Pokemon that, to me, I think are the most likely that they would add. I think for me personally, Marshadow or Urshifu has a little bit more of a chance than Keldeo, but I don't know, I wanted to throw Keldeo in there because I just like Keldeo. Moving right along to number 9, we have Scizor. Scizor is a massively requested Pokemon that I have heard about in all the little forums and all the little things I've been looking at in preparation for this video of who wants who and what characters other people are looking for. Scizor is one that people might actually agree with me on. Scizor is a great idea for literally any single Pokemon game ever, to just add Scizor in. It is great, it's a great representation, it's a great Pokemon, it has a great design, and it's super strong and super powerful, and I would love to see Scizor flying around on my screen, and I would main him immediately. Number 8, we have Skarmory. Now, if y'all remember the same things that I was saying about Toxapex, about having toxic spikes and having that be one of the main gimmicks with that Pokemon, I could see the very same thing happening with Skarmory, because Skarmories are mainly known for having those spikes on them, and I could see the spikes coming into play. Maybe, like I said, an invisible spikes that you can't see, or setting them on a goal when people try to score, and I could also see it having maybe a physical type move like Steel Wing or Fly or something along those lines, but I think the spikes would be the main gimmick that I would love to see Skarmory. Number 7, we have Darmanitan. Darmanitan is another Pokemon that probably no one is thinking about adding to the game, but I love Darmanitan, and I think there's a lot of potential there, especially with its Zen form, that maybe you could like change it up every once in a while, and depending on certain things in the battle, that it changes types, it changes forms, and it's just a really heavy physical fire type hitter that I could see Darmanitan just like going around the field with his like big fists. Like I don't know, I'd love to see that. I really would. Especially his Galarian form, I think would be so fun with the snowman. As soon as his health gets a little lower, he changes forms. I think that'd be a really interesting concept. All right, moving right along to our number 6, we have Aegislash from Gen 6. Aegislash has massive potential to be in this game because it is a sword and a shield. And I think that like little switcheroo thing of like switching from a physical attacker to a tank and being super defensive would be really, really cool to play with and mess around with for the game. I think that players would have to really pay attention and get good at this character. I could see this being a little bit more of a trickier one to get good at, and I think Aegislash would be a really interesting add to the game that would really make players kind of work at it. Alright, we are down to our final 5. Now, these final 5, I thought long and hard, and like I said earlier, these are not the Pokemon that I think would be the best for the game, but they're Pokemon that I really want to see. Coming in at number 5 is Marowak, either regular or Alolan, we don't judge. Marowak, I think, has perfect potential because the bone, it has a weapon already on its own. I think that Bone Meringue on normal Marowak could be great. I think that Shadow Bone or Flare Blitz on Alolan Marowak would be great. And I don't know, I just think Marowak is a really great Pokemon that I hear some people really do love Marowak, and I think it'd be a great add to the game. Number 4 is a Pokemon that I kind of really have no doubt in my mind that they will and should add at one point. This is something that I actually think is very likely, and I'm not just crafting this in my head, and that Pokemon would be Sirfetch'd. Now, Sirfetch'd is a more recent Pokemon to come out, but I do think it has a lot of potential for the same reason as Aegislash, in that it has a sword and a shield, and it also comes from a cute little Farfetch that could evolve into Sirfetch'd later on in the battle, and I don't know, I can just really see it being like a fighter and having that long sword and having really good reach, and I don't know, I just personally would love to see Sirfetch'd just get more screen time. Alright, coming down to the final 3 of the Pokemon that I would like to see most in Pokemon Unite. Coming in at number 3 is Zoroark. I think Zoroark, of all the Pokemon on this list, has massive potential for being a great fighter because of its illusion ability. Now, I don't know exactly how illusion would work inside of the battles, but something that I imagined is that it could illusion itself into looking like one of your teammates. So that way, a particular Pokemon could be coming at you, and you don't know what Pokemon it is, truly. And it could be using different moves, it could be like tricking you, I don't know. Because like, as someone who plays Gardevoir sometimes, when you have a Machamp running at you, as Gardevoir is a glass cannon, and you don't want people being up in your grill and up in your face, Machamp is not great. So if I saw a Machamp running at me as a Gardevoir, I would not want to go anywhere near that thing. But the gag is that it's not. It is a Zoroark, and I think there would be some potential with illusion, maybe even not that that style of illusion, maybe they would do something different with it. But I think Zoroark just has so much potential, and it is a well-known enough Pokemon that maybe they would add it. Who knows? I don't know. I think it'd be great. Coming in the number 2 spot of the Pokemon that I would like to see the most in Pokemon Unite is Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is a great Pokemon that a lot of people sleep on and don't talk about that much. I recently just got a shiny one in the Dynamax Adventures for Pokemon Sword, and I could not be happier because I love this Pokemon. And the gimmick that I could see going on for Kangaskhan in the game is maybe not bringing the Mega form in, but bringing the Mega's ability in of Parental Bond. For Kangaskhan's ult, I could really see it doing double damage for a while because of the Parental Bond ability. I don't think it would Mega Evolve because none of the Pokemon so far have Mega Evolved inside of Pokemon Unite. That would make it a little unfair for the Pokemon who cannot. But I do think bringing in Parental Bond as kind of the ult ability for its special would be great. Because you do double damage for a little bit, it'd be really threatening and really scary if you had this massive Kangaskhan just running at you that you know is going to hit you twice for double's worth the damage. I think that'd be terrifying. I don't know what other kind of moves it would have, but I don't know. That Parental Bond thing was just something that I so intently was thinking about, and I was like, yes, I can see it. That'd be great. And now, drum roll please, what we have all been waiting for, our number 1 pick, and by our number 1 pick I mean my number 1 pick that literally no one asked for, and that I'm the only person on planet Earth that is asking for this to be my number 1 pick for Pokemon Unite, is Plusle Minun! Yay! Plusle Minun! That's not what y'all were expecting, was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one from a mile away, I'm pretty sure no one from 50 miles away, I'm pretty sure no one from 100 miles away could have guessed that Plusle Minun is the Pokemon that I want the most in Pokemon Unite. Now hear me out before y'all click off this video and give it a dislike. I promise I have a reason. I so, vividly in my head thought about Plusle and Minun being a tag team working together, and that when they start out the game they are holding hands and they are running together, and that they attack things together, whether it be Spark or they have Helping Hand or they're just benefiting each other and they attack together in little crisscross electric patterns. And I don't know, the running down the little lanes and the top and the bottom paths of holding hands together, and them I don't know, being a little tag team, because you can't have Plusle without Minun, you can't be Minun without Plusle. And I don't know, I really see, I know I sound crazy for saying Plusle and Minun is my number 1, but for some reason I think it'd be adorable, I think it'd be really cute, and I think it would be an interesting concept to have a Pokemon that is kind of 2 in 1, not being any stronger than any of the other characters, because, I mean, we all know Plusle and Minun, we all know they're not powerhouses, but I do think it'd be super cute to see Plusle and Minun kind of working off each other with one singular moveset. I also was really inspired from that one episode of the Gen 4 anime where Dawn fought a Plusle and a Minun, and they were doing all these crazy little tricks together, and I was like, that'd be really cute if they did that in something. Also, their costumes that you could buy for them with gems would be so cute. Are you kidding me? I would buy them immediately. I'm sure their costumes would be adorable. As of right now, my favorite costume that is in the game is Snorlax dressed up as a berry. I think that it's just ridiculous, and it's everything I needed in my life. Even though I don't play Snorlax at all, if I'm to play a defender, I'm either going to play Crustle or Slowbro, but it's great. It's a great skin. Whoever thought of this should get a raise. Well, there you have it. There are my top 20 Pokemon that I personally would like to see in Pokemon Unite added in the future. If you like this video, make sure you go down below, hit the like and subscribe button. You know you want to. You know we having a good time here. And like I said earlier, comment question of the day. Make sure you tell me down in the comment section below, if you are a Pokemon Unite player, what Pokemon would you like to see added into the game? I'm sure there are dozens other Pokemon that I didn't even think about or consider, and I would love to hear some of your suggestions down below, whether you agree with some of my choices and think that, yes, that'd be amazing, I'm a Leavanny fan too, or if you completely disagree with everything I said on this list, tell me what you're thinking down below. Tell me a character and what you think their gimmick or premise would be, what kind of attacker or defender they would be. I think that'd be great. I'd love to hear it. But again, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye! And if you're a Pokemon Unite player, please always remember, never ever just sit idly by in the home base while your teammates are dying. Please help. Don't just sit there. Please. I've lost too many matches and D-ranked too many times. Please, help us. Bye now!